Hey,
Trigger warning, you are now watching Wrestle AM. It's half wrestling show, half morning show, pretty much all BS. And of course, you got the Coco crew here holding it down live. Yours truly, sexiest man on all internet wrestling radio. Boom, boom, here, shaking the room, live from the RVA, Richmond, Virginia. And of course, join me there, way across the pond there in Tokyo, Japan, the guardian of Kawasaki, Dave Koco. What's up, buddy?
nothing much, man. First off, I'm not a Villanova fan. I don't hate Villanova, but I want to say congratulations. Some of my best friends went to Villanova, and I got this shirt from a guy that went to Villanova. So congratulations, Villanova. And yeah, hopefully I'll be doing more shows. I'm in between jobs, and the next job I get, hopefully I'll have more free time to watch pro wrestling, something maybe talk about on the YouTubes. I don't know. Booms, we'll see. I feel like coming back to the YouTube channel is like I'm just coming back to be like, hey, guys, I'm not dead. Okay, moving on. We're going to break down WrestleMania weekend. Dude, I'm so excited. You know what's the best part about, like everyone's like, dude, are you going to start another job? I'm like, dude, I'm not starting my next job until Tuesday. And they're like, why Tuesday? I'm like, it's WrestleMania, baby. Woo! Anyway, so yeah, Booms, I'm excited to be here, bro.
Yeah,
we're going to break down. We want to break down NXT first or WrestleMania?
Yeah, we'll break down NXT. Let's kind of go in order here. I mean, this is the weekend that if you're a wrestling fan, you live for. It's Mania weekend. I mean, whether you love them or hate them, WWE is number one, and just the fact that they're doing this Mania, all these other promotions could descend, upon the area, and it's just like, and I honestly think like the fans win most importantly. I mean, we could talk about some of the other stuff going on. I think Evolve ran a show last night. I know WWN Live has a show. Progress has a show. I know TNA versus Impact versus Lucha Underground's coming up this weekend.
Yeah, are they streaming that for free, or do you have to do a charge? Because I saw something on Twitter about Twitch.
I believe it's streaming for free on their Twitch page. And we could talk about all this, but to be honest, I would rather get out of here within the next 3 hours.
Well, WWE hogs up the spotlight because, dude, NXT is a short show, but WWE there's 900 matches. I tried to tell you, so like, hey, dude, you want to watch WrestleMania with a non-wrestling fan? I was like, you want to watch WrestleMania with me? And she's like, yeah, sure, why not? And I was like, okay, but bring work with you. And she's like, why would I bring work with me? I'm like, you're not a wrestling fan, right? And she's like, yeah, but it's okay. I'll do a new experience. I'm like, no, bring work. And she's like, why would I need to bring work? Why would I need to bring a computer? Why would I need to be distracted? I'm like, you're not a wrestling fan, and it's 7 hours long. And she's like, what the fuck, 7 hours? Dude, I don't know. As a fan, the last couple of months, I've only been catching matches I really want to see. I don't know if I have the fatigue. I don't know if I have the stamina to watch 7 hours. And then the NXT, the top. Oh, man, I'm scared. I'm not going to lie to you, Boom Boom. I am scared. I'm scared, Boom Boom. I'm scared. There, I said it. I'm scared. We'll break down NXT first.
We're all scared, son. And so, you know what? You may want to put you on 2 pots of coffee to get through this bad boy.
All right, let's break this down as best we can. I got my Wikipedia page open. Okay. NXT TakeOver. You drive the bus, and I'll give you bullshit answers. Don't bet the house on my answers. Probably bet against me is the best bet.
All right, we got NXT TakeOver. Actually, they're going to be running opposite of Ring of Honor. They're actually going to have a card going on, that Super Card of Honor, which I'm actually kind of interested in checking out. But we're going to talk about NXT. Right now, there are 5 matches to take place, and I'm just going to cover these in no specific order here. You're going to have a triple threat match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. You have the Undisputed Era actually being represented by Adam Cole, Bebe, and Kyle O'Reilly, because Bobby Fish suffered a knee injury. I think it was a torn MCL, so he's out. They've apparently inserted the Freebird rule, so you're going to have Cole and O'Reilly teaming up. They're representing the Undisputed Era to defend against the Authors of Pain and this odd couple tandem of Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne, the UK champion.
Yeah.
So Dave, I'm gonna look at this here. This triple threat match. Okay, I'm kind of least excited about this one because I feel like this turned into a cluster and it really shouldn't have been. Especially when it came to the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. I kind of hate how that ended. I kind of hated how they put together. I don't want to say I hated it. It's just Roderick Strong versus Pete Dunne, it makes me think that this was actually planned rather than something that they wanted to make appear to be like kind of last second. But on paper, I'm really not excited about this. But one, what do you think about inserting the Freebird rule with the Undisputed Era? What do you think about this Mutt tag team of Strong and Dunn? And why is the Authors of Pain here? Why are they not? You know what? Is this their swan song? Or are they going to debut on the Monday after Raw?
There's a lot of questions. First, LUFC says Pete Dunne is the best pure wrestler in NXT. And as far as that, I'm looking at the card. I don't know. It just seems like Roderick Strong wrestled 900 billion matches this year, so they wanted to put him on the card. And Dunn was amazing with the title. So it just seems like a throwaway tag team together. The Undisputed Era, I'm okay with the Freebird rule. I really am. And the Authors of Pain, me being an author by Operation Freak Show, I always have to go with authors and writers. I don't know. I think if the Authors of Pain do not win this match, they're on Raw the next day. I think it's almost a guarantee. I'm going to be rooting for Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne because I love them both. But it's kind of like
boy through and through.
Yes. Woo! Roderick Strong. I've loved Roderick Strong from day one. I was there when he fell. He fell straight from his mama's with his twin brother, Cedric Strong. I was there from day one. Fuck you, Usos. So, I don't know. I'm going to be rooting for those guys. But you know what? I'm going with the underdogs. They don't have a tag team name, but I'm going with the underdogs. That's it. We'll call them the underdogs. Go ahead. I'm going Tampa's Roderick Strong.
You make it interesting. I think the only thing that would make this interesting was if Strong and Dunn won the tag team championships, and then it just kind of became, well, everybody's just asked the question, okay, when's Dunn going to turn on Strong? Everybody sees this coming from a mile away. When's Dunn going to turn on Strong? When's Dunn going to turn on Strong? And maybe that could be an interesting storyline going forward. They could be the tag team champions, and it's just, how long is this ride going to last? How long before Dunn turns on Strong?
Yeah, and then you bring up a great point because ECW, this was a staple in ECW storytelling. So I would love to see an ECW storytelling like that with the tag champs. Just because, I don't know. I just, the Undisputed Era, the smart money's on the Undisputed Era. But I'm still going to root for the underdogs. Who's your pick there, champ?
Just to make it interesting, I'm going to go with the champions. I'm going to go with Undisputed Era. Because I feel like if you take the belts off of them, and right now they're down a man, I feel like you need to have them do something and have them, stay kind of relevant until Bobby Fish can get healthy again. So I'm going to go with the champions. I got to go with the smart money. I'm going to go with Undisputed Era.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's rock and roll. What's next match, Booms?
Next, we got a rematch from the previous takeover. We've got the NXT Women's Champion Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Spades. The last time they tied it up, Shayna Baszler all but took Ember Moon's arm off, just damn near crippled her. Ember Moon managed to hang on to the championship by just a quick roll up, got that pin because Baszler got a little cocky. Baszler's been on just a fucking mean streak ever since. Has put the women's division on notice in NXT. And you know what? This weekend, I think she collects. I think she's too big of a juggernaut. She just can't be stopped. I think Ember Moon is not going to, lightning will not strike twice. She's not going to get a roll up. She's not going to get surprised. And I think Baszler is just going to take Ember Moon apart. So I'm going new women's champion, Shayna Baszler. But do you share my sentiment, sir?
I do for a different reason. But I think because they want to make Ronda appear. I think they get Ronda in the ring with her, raising hands, and it's another way to introduce Ronda and kind of advertise WrestleMania. Because, WrestleMania is not getting enough exposure.
What about Sharif or the other four horsewomen?
Maybe they get them all together.
I forgot which one, but one of them's married to Roderick Strong. Why wouldn't she be there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It would be a good story. I just think it's because I think Ember Moon's the better wrestler, but I think they want to get Ronda and her friends that moment.
What do you think about Ember Moon's championship reign?
I don't know. I thought it was good. Not great, not amazing. I just thought it was decent.
I just think it was wrong place, wrong time for her. I don't think she's. I knew Ember Moon back when she first started out in the Indies in Dallas. Super sweet girl, by the way. I will say, in real life, super sweet girl. I just think right now it's been a case of wrong place, wrong time. I mean, she comes off the heels of, Asuka, and, you had Asuka putting on just classic match after classic match after classic match, going undefeated, for over a year, finally has to relinquish the championship. And then and that's what you have to follow up. That is what you have to follow up. And I think that was just too big of shoes to fill for her. So I don't think she's done a bad job. I just think it's just, because immediately you're going to compare her to the previous champion. And it's compared apples and oranges here.
Yeah, you really can't.
And I'm hoping maybe Shayna Baszler winning can maybe shake things up a little bit, put Ember Moon in a little bit better position. I think she could get another championship reign before she gets called up.
Yeah. I just want to read a couple live comments before we go to the next match, Booms. Robo says Roderick Strong will turn heel and join the Undisputed Era. That would be very entertaining. And because I like Roderick Strong, and I think it would be. I think it would. That's one of those storylines where I think it helps everybody.
You know who I would put in the Undisputed Era?
Who's that?
Nobody's thinking about this guy, and he signed. He's with them. Why not put Donovan Dijak?
Yeah.
He's relative. Unless you're like an old hardcore Ring of Honor fan, you really don't know who he is. But he's huge. He's physically impressive, physically imposing. I think he would just be like a great kind of like enforcer role. I mean, there's the guy. You have Adam Cole do all the talking, and then you could have Donovan Dijak be the guy that just keeps anybody from getting a really good hand on him. I think it'd drive people fucking insane. But that's just me.
I hear you, brother. All right. So, hold on. There's some more live comments, but I clicked the wrong thing. Zach Rowe says, I'm going with the Undisputed Era, but I like the sound of Dunn and Strong. And Zach Rowe also says, really don't care about Moon as champion, so I'm hoping Baszler to get the win. And I think I slaughtered her name there. Go ahead, Booms. Next.
Right. Next, this is actually the match I'm looking most forward to. This is an unsanctioned match. You have Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa. These two were DIY together. They lost the tag team championships. Ciampa turned on Gargano, suffered a knee injury, was out, but still managed to make Gargano's life a living hell. Gargano, when it seems like he was overcoming everything, Ciampa comes in, screws him out of the NXT championship, ends his career in NXT. Johnny Gargano comes back to get some revenge, and this is like the last hurrah for old Johnny Wrestling. All right, Dave, I started the last one. I'll let you start this one. What do you think about the build up to this match? I think this has just been good storytelling. They played the long game. They've done the slow burn. I've had a really good time telling this story. I mean, there's a lot of emotion to it. And I think Tommaso Ciampa, outside of Cody, is probably the most hated man in professional wrestling right now because of that.
First off, two things. I'm going to go off topic. That's a surprise.
Oh, no, I'm shocked.
And second off, I'm going to go on a Twitter rant that probably no one else seen. Do you know fucking Johnny Tampa complained about wrestling fans / journalists still getting his name wrong? I want it to be known. I've been getting his name wrong from day one. He came out of his mama's woohoo, and I was like, you're fucking Johnny Tampa. So fuck you and your Twitter. There might be new wrestling journalists. There might be new wrestling fans, but I am 98 years old, motherfucker, and I called your great-great-great-grandfather Johnny Tampa. So fuck you. I ain't changing your fucking name. I wish you nothing but the success. But how dare you go on Twitter and be like, oh, people get my name wrong. Blah, 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 blah. It's 2018. Fuck you, Johnny Tampa. I've been Johnny Tampa from day one. So that's my thoughts on the match. No, actually, I'm just looking forward to the match. I think the storyline's great. But I saw that tweet. And I was like, holy shit, is he talking to me? Is there others that call him Johnny Tampa? Boom, boom. I don't watch other podcast airs, but is there other people that fuck up his name? Because I've been fucking up his name from day one. And boom, we're old as fuck. Who's been calling him Johnny Tampa from day one?
You've been calling him Johnny Tampa from day one.
So I am the original dickhead. I am the original dickhead, Johnny Tampa. So from now on, when you tweet, you better put at KocoSports as the original dickhead that can't pronounce my name. Fucking Johnny Tampa. And for that, I'm going to go with the other guy, Johnny Gargano. So there you go. Call me out on Twitter. No. I imagine there's other idiots calling him Johnny Tampa. I'm going to get punched in the face by Johnny Tampa. But you know what? I deserve it. You know, all these new people calling him Johnny Tampa. It's bullshit. I mean, how hard is it to pronounce Johnny Tampa, Boom Boom? How hard is it to pronounce Johnny Tampa? I mean,
2 syllables.
Booms, for the record, have I not been calling him Johnny Tampa from day one?
Yes, you have.
Thank you. So I'm going to go with Johnny Gargano, because that's how that's pronounced too, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Booms. For a realistic pick and not an insane person, we take it to Boom Boom.
Yeah, I'm going with Gargano. I mean, you just have to. I mean, it's just I love the build. I love the storyline, and I really felt like he just needs that last win. That he finally needs to get revenge. You know, he just finally needs to be able to tip his cap, go on to the main roster. Where do you think he's going to wind up? Do you think he's going to wind up on 205 Live? Do you think he'll wind up on SmackDown? Do you think he'll wind up on Raw? Any ideas?
No, I have no idea. This is just me. Booms, as a fan, you know what I want that I have no control over it. You know, like fans want stuff that they have no control over.
Yeah.
I wish upon a star. I pray to the wrestling god Terry Funk. I write my little tweets to Vince McMahon or Triple H in this case. I really want 205 to be good. With all my heart, I've always wanted a cruiserweight show. They finally gave it to me. I just want it to be good. Booms. I've wanted this for so long, and then it came out, and it was just like, remember when ECW returned and then Vince McMahon shit on it?
Yeah.
I thought 205 was my dreams, like ECW all over again. Triple H, I know some people don't like you. I might have said a mean thing or two in the past, but just Ricochet, how fucking good can 205 be? Put the strap on Ricochet and run with it. So yeah, I know this is a little off topic, not that would surprise you, Boom Boom, but my WrestleMania wish, because don't you get one wish per WrestleMania? My pro wrestling WrestleMania wish is that 205 is awesome. There, Boom Boom. There you go. So I want him in 205. I want everyone in 205. I just want 205 to be great.
Don't we all?
All right. What's your WrestleMania wish? What's one wish in wrestling that you have no control over, but if you had like a little penny and threw it in the WrestleMania fountain, what would you wish? 205 to be great. That's what I'm wishing my WrestleMania wish
is Vince McMahon announces his retirement. Triple H takes over the company, fires that Bucky Beaver motherfucker. Shit, I can't think of his name right now.
Michael Cole?
No, not Cole. No, I don't. Honestly, I don't. I think Cole is actually a decent commentator if you'll get the fuck out of his ear and let him call a goddamn match.
I agree with that.
Kevin Dunn, get rid of that motherfucker, and then boom, then we can get back on track.
I'm gonna go through some live comments, and we're gonna go to the next match. Unless you got something else to add.
Go ahead.
I think Gargano gets the win. The build-up has been great. Johnny Tampa. Johnny Tampa will win, and will be put on 205 Live. Zach Rowe says, I agree with Boom Boom's. Johnny Tampa. I refuse to say his name right. I think that, you know what? I would have said his name right, but I read the tweet. Out of all the tweets I read, that was the one that I read. I agree with Boom Boom. Johnny Tampa is an excellent hell. I'll put him in one step below Cody Rhodes. It's amazing that the internet infantry all called him Johnny Tampa. Boom Boom. Why did we lose our audience again? Zach Rose says, I think 205 should move back to Full Sail. I agree with that a lot. Robobobo LUFC says 205 Live is the best pure wrestling show in the WWE. It's just dead crowds that give it a bad reputation. Kevin Buchanan, what's up? I appreciate you, brother. Says Kevin Dunn when we were trying to guess who you wanted to fire. And Robobobobo says 205 Live would be great if Ricochet was the top face and Neville was the top heel. Yes, I agree. And here's the thing. I know we don't have many viewers like we used to because, someone decided to get depressed and fucking walk away. Booms, why'd you walk away after depression?
Because I work with you every goddamn week.
And what you call it? Shit, that was a shoot. What you call it? Down in the live comments, what is your WrestleMania wish? What's one thing that mine 205 to be good, Vince McMahon to step down for Boom Boom. What's your WrestleMania wish? What's the next NXT match, brother?
Next, we've got a ladder match for the newly created NXT North American Championship. About time. 6 men in a ladder match, and the participants in no particular order are Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan, the debuting Ricochet, the Velveteen Dream, Adam Cole, baby, who's doing double duty, and the newly debuted EC3.
This is the match I'm looking forward to all weekend. This is my favorite fucking match. I mean, there's a lot of good matches this weekend, but this is my favorite. I love the new title. I love everyone in this fucking match. I love you all. I think it's absolutely fucking amazing. I'm super excited, but I have to go with. I just have to. I have to. He's a king. He's a prince. He's the greatest fucking human being to walk planet Earth. Hold on one second. I'm just gonna show the shirt because I got it from a friend. Look at me. I'm like all Philadelphia today. Thank you, Internet Inventory, for hooking me up. Ricochet! I love Ricochet more than a straight man should love another man. Look at that, all Philadelphia. Yeah, Ricochet. But oh god, I really love EC3 too. Oh my god. And Velveteen Dream. I love Velvet. This is going to be the greatest fucking match ever. And I love ladder matches. You know I love ladder matches.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Everything about this is great. This is, you know what? I thought life was going to suck. But you know what? This match brought life back into me. I'm still going to say Ricochet, but I love Velveteen Dream and EC3 too. I love them all, dude. I don't know. I'm going to just say Ricochet because that's it. I'm going to say Ricochet, but I think this match steals the show without a doubt. Like
absolutely.
Bet the house on it. Lock of the century of the week.
What do you finally think about NXT creating a secondary title?
I think it's very important. I honestly do. I think it's very important for storylines and booking and stuff. I know a lot of people think WWE has too many titles, but I think this is an important one.
WWE as a whole, maybe, but when you got to look at it, the context of the promotion, NXT is its own separate thing, and then you only had, your NXT championship, your women's championship, and your tag team championship. You just kind of had like this gap in between, for the undercard. I mean, I feel like you need to give them something to compete for too, because I mean, not everybody's going to be the NXT champion. Not everybody's going to get that shot at the NXT championship. But when you have that North American championship, maybe you can do a test run to see how a guy's going to do with the championship, to see if he can get over. Maybe you can take him, use that title chase, maybe use that championship, that gold around his waist to get him to the next level.
Boom, boom. We've been talking wrestling for 967 years. Just ask Johnny Tampa's fucking grandfather.
Yep.
But I think that was the smartest thing you've ever fucking said on the show, Boom Boom. Give yourself a Barry Horowitz. Give yourself a Barry Horowitz. We're going to go through some live comments right now. Zach Rose says, I'm torn between Adam Cole and EC3, but if I had my way, Killian Dane would win. Robo says the new NXT title looks like a boxing belt. The new champ, Zach. It's just Zach Rowe and Robo. I'm just going to keep reading. I don't have to. Every now and then, Kevin's. The new championship is fucking beautiful. It's classy vintage look. I agree. That is a beautiful championship belt.
Yeah, it does look nice.
If I wasn't so fucking poor, I think I would you ever see I like collecting pro wrestling t-shirts. I know that's a fucking nerdy hobby, but that's something I can afford. If I can had money to throw away, I think I would collect championship belts. Not all of them, just the ones I like. And if I had money, that would be into my collection. I love it. Robo says the black man will probably win the ladder match.
Jesus Christ, bro. What the fuck?
Dude, it's like 2018. Oh my god. I'm thinking he's talking about Velveteen Dream, but I'm not sure.
I hope so.
I think they could have done with a secondary title years ago. I'm not thrilled over the name, but I think it will be treated well. I agree. Well, I think it had to have somewhat of an original name because, you can't just call it, the U.S. title or anything like that. But yeah, I don't know. I like the name. I like it. I love my favorite fucking promo spot of the week is EC3 telling fucking what's his fucking nuts, the greatest goddamn wrestler ever.
William Regal.
Thank you, sir. Telling William Regal, the best continent. I thought it was like the fucking spot of the week, promo wise. All right. Let me see if there's any more live comments. I forgot his name. Okay, we'll forgive you. You didn't pull a racism.
Yeah, when I look at it, I think the smart money is going to be EC3 because I think having him get that championship, his first match, gives him some.
It adds to the character.
As to the character, gives him some instant credibility. But my outside chance would be Velveteen Dream.
All right. So there you go. But this is my favorite match of the century of the week. It's the lock of the century of the week. I'm done talking booms. Let's go to the next match.
All right. Next match, which is actually going to be the main event. You're going to have the NXT champion Andrade Cien Almas taking on Aleister Black. I love this one. Almas has just been on a tear since winning the championship from Drew Galloway. He's always found a way to eke out that win. Right now, he's been just constantly just on Aleister Black, just jumping and beating him, attacking him. He's really pissed him off something fierce. Black, still trying to remain calm and cool. All this, Koco. I think we have a new champion. That's what I honestly think. I mean, I just think Aleister Black's got a lot of momentum going with him. I think they're ready to call. I think the main roster, or at least 205 live, but I think even SmackDown would probably benefit from having Almas and Zelina Vega.
Yeah. I agree with the result, but I think Aleister Black's going to win. But I just want to say, most podcasters wouldn't say this. Most podcasters wouldn't admit this. This main event is going to be awesome, and it just proves I'm a fucking idiot. Because when I both saw these two wrestlers, I was like, I don't know, they got potential. Let's see what they can do. And then they both became fucking awesome. And I was like, man, I should have said they were going to be awesome.
Well, I can understand that with Almas, because Almas, let's look back at his career. I mean, when he came up from Mexico, he lost the luchador mask. They bring him in. He was like this white meat baby face. He was fucking boring. There was nothing going for him. So they turned him heel. That didn't do much for him either. But when they added Zelina Vega, got that woman with him, boom, it clicked. That was the winning formula, and it's perfect. The guy's a bona fide fucking star. He showed up at the Royal Rumble, looked like he completely fit in. I think, I was ready to write him off, to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm glad I was wrong. I was about to completely just write him off. He was going to go back to Mexico, but he stuck it out. He showed some guts, and he's proved me wrong, and it feels great. Aleister Black, he's a great wrestler from the Netherlands. Always, I said, wow, he's got something unique. He's got a different look, different attitude, different style. I like it. He sticks out. I thought maybe they weren't even going to keep him in NXT long, to be honest. I thought they were going to just maybe, get him some seasoning and then move him up. But no, I think pulling the trigger on him as the NXT champion is the right call.
All right. And we're about to go into a WrestleMania thing, but before that, I just want to go out some live comments. Booms, just get WrestleMania ready, brother. At Marcus NY15, Sportsfan77, much love. He liked our tweet about our podcast. And we have to rebuild this whole channel. So everything, the likes, the comments, everything helps us, because we are literally, one of us had a severe battle of depression and just walked away and destroyed everything. But you know what? Boom Boom doesn't hold that against me. I was going to blame you, but I couldn't even bring myself to it.
Boom Boom doesn't hold that shit with a straight face.
Let's go to some live comments. The UK title is the best looking title in WWE, in my opinion. I don't know my favorite title of all time is Big Gold, obviously. I think that's hands down Ric Flair's Big Gold. What's right now WWE? What's the best looking title? There's a lot of good looking titles right now, though. It's a good time to be a title. There's some sexy looking fucking titles. Mine might shock people because it gets hatred. You know what's one of my favorite titles? The tag team titles, the nickel titles. I love those. And like when they came out, I was like, this is the greatest fucking thing ever. I hope this is a trend. I hope that it goes on forever. And then I go on the internet, like, Dave's wrong. Everything fucking sucks about the fucking tag team titles. And especially now that they're blue and red. I love the blue tag team titles. I'm in the minority here, but I think the UK title looks amazing too. I'm not going to take it away, but you know what it is? I like it. and no one else does, and I'm confused by it. Booms, what's your favorite looking title in WWE right now?
Favorite one would probably be, I'm going to go old school. We'll say the Intercontinental Championship. I just think having that white strap.
Yeah, that's nice.
With the silver plate, I just think it just sticks out. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. This is Zach Rowe talking to I agree with the North American Championship as a close second. Roman Reigns both of those titles are nice. Roman Reigns will turn heel. Yeah, I agree, dude. I want Almost to win, but I think it will be Black to get the win. So there you go. Now to WrestleMania. Booms.
All right, everybody stretch out. Everybody get loose because we got a big event coming up here. If you're going to watch it, and if you talk about pre-show going all the way through the main event, you're looking at 7 hours, kids. 7 hours. You may want to pack a lunch.
Boom, boom. You know how I can't keep a girlfriend for a very long time because I have a fucking personality disorder.
You don't say.
But this girl is absolutely awesome. She's gonna watch WrestleMania with me. She doesn't know what she's in for. I told her to bring work and shit. When WrestleMania is over, do I still have this girlfriend?
No. Yeah. Okay. Yes, you still have her, but you owe her.
Okay.
You owe her big.
I don't know. I don't know what.
Like, brother, I'm talking. You may actually have to fucking cook.
I only know how to cook pork chops. That's what I found out. I know.
You better get your ass to making some goddamn pork chops, son.
Pork chops it is, Booms. I got it. So that's it. That's how it's going, okay? So we're going to watch WrestleMania. Hopefully it'll get dumped. And if I don't get dumped, then it's pork chops. Booms, thank you. Thank you for the insight. WrestleMania time, Booms.
All right.
You know what I love about our podcast? It's pretty fucking horrible.
Yeah. That's all you.
Thanks, Booms. I appreciate it. Go ahead.
Shove it off the blame. All right. I'm going to start. I'm at WWE.com, and I'm starting at the bottom of the page here for WrestleMania, and I'm working all my way up. So, Dave, we may have to try to keep some of our thoughts short because we want to get through this as fast as we can because, fuck, this is a long event. But here we go.
Yeah, because I got shit to do tonight. So,
all right. First thing we have is the first ever WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. No longer the Moolah WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, but just the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. Now,
hold on. Before Booms go off track, I'm going to be quick. I want to say, because of my rant about the Moolah thing, we officially make no income from YouTube. We did it, Booms! We did it!
Yes!
We did it! That was the straw that broke the camel's back. YouTube's like, yeah, we saw your rant about Moolah. Yeah, you're getting no money. Yeah! Woo! I didn't need money anyway. Thank you. Booms, I know we never made that much money to begin with, but I'm glad I was the one that took all that money away. Cheers, my friend. Cheers. Who needs money? Go on, Booms.
Exactly. All right, so here we go. I'm doing these participants in no particular order. These are just the women who've officially been announced. There leaves a lot of room for surprises. So here we go. And this is in, we're going to go, let's see what, alphabetical order, starting from the top to the bottom. We have Bayley, Becky Lynch, Carmella, Lana, Liv Morgan, Mandy Rose, Mickie James, Naomi, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Sasha Banks.
I actually had to listen because I didn't know. Like I was actually like concentrating. Like okay, boom, read slowly. I think Sasha Banks or Bayley have to win one of those two, and I'm gonna go with Bayley to try to help save her career because Sasha Banks can cost the loss. Oh my God, Booms! I just became you. I think Bayley needs it more than anything in the world, so I think Bayley has to win.
I think it does come down to either Bayley or Sasha Banks, but I honestly think they could go either way. They could have Bayley finally get the one up on Sasha Banks. This leads to a feud, or Banks can screw Bayley, and that leads to a long feud. Either way around, I think this is going to be a match at the next pay-per-view. I would probably say if we're going to go that route, I say it's Sasha Banks because you got to have the babyface chase if they're going to go that route.
All right. I'm going to read some live comments, then we're going to the next match. I want Almost to win, but I think it will be Black to get the win. I think I already read that. My all-time favorite title is the current IWGP Heavyweight Championship. I'm also a big fan of the 3WA Singles Championship. I gotta check out the 3WA Singles Championship. I love the IWGP title. Is your girlfriend Japanese? Yeah, and the first time I dated a Japanese girl in a really long time. But she grew up in LA. Does she speak English? Yeah, she's smart as fuck. I have no idea what she's doing with me. And what time does WrestleMania start in Japan? I have no fucking idea. I think like 4 in the morning. Kevin Buchanan says 7 hours of wrestling, then 3 hours of Raw, and 2 hours of SmackDown on top of that. Dang. Plus the NXT, and then you have to watch Ring of Honor. What are you doing tonight? If I told you, you would think I'm the fucking. Okay, I'm going to tell you because I'm not one to lie, but please don't be too harsh on the judging. My daughter stayed, and my place is completely wrecked. So me and my girl are going to clean it up and then watch Futurama. Booms, I think I'm officially fucking old. Can I? Yeah. I'm going to change the story. I'm going to go to a bar, get drunk, and be with. But no, that's the truth. I'm just going to clean up my apartment with my girl. What do you think of the damn women's trophy? What women's trophy? Is there a trophy?
Yeah, I think you win a trophy if you win the women's trophy. I haven't really seen it, to be honest.
I mean, there's no. I haven't seen it. Google search that shit. Booms. We'll Google search that shit in a second. People say it looks like a vagina.
Don't. God damn it, Dave! You weren't supposed to read that.
But the funny thing is, do you know that fucking YouTube wanted to block it? They're like, do you want to block that fucking Robobobobo said the word vagina? Fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you. What did I was gonna say the most meanest fucking inappropriate joke ever, but people died, so I guess you're not allowed to make fun of YouTube when people die.
No.
Fucking YouTube. What the fuck is your problem, dude? Get your shit together. Oh, Booms, we just lost our channel. Yeah! I'm gonna fucking bury it. I came back to destroy it. All right, Booms, what were we talking about?
We were going to go to the men's, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal competitors.
I list your shit off because I don't even know.
All right, these are just the people officially announced. There are room for surprises.
Like CM Punk?
Yeah. Oh, we'll get to that in a little bit later. Okay, we have Baron Corbin, Dash Wilder, Dolph Ziggler, Fandango, Goldust, Heath Slater, Matt Hardy, Mojo Rawley, Primo, Rhino, Scott Dawson, Ty Dillinger, Tyler Breeze, Zack Ryder.
All right, first off, that is the shittiest fucking lineup I've ever seen in my fucking life.
These are the also-rans. These are the leftover guys. These are the people.
Dude, fuck you. This whole fucking thing sucks. Someone else should win it. First off topic, I fucking hate Corbin. I just do. There, I said it. I think Matt Hardy wins just because of the delete thing. But Jesus Christ, that's horrible. I might sleep during that. I hope that's first. According to Wikipedia, that's the first match.
Yeah, I think this is all pre-show, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to go with Dolph Ziggler just because I think... Oh,
Ziggler's in it? I didn't even hear you say Ziggler. Yeah, I'm going to go Ziggler too because life sucks.
Because I think Ziggler, he needs something to jumpstart his... I mean, they offered... he was going to leave, and they offered him a shit ton of money to get him to stay, and I'm like, okay, why not try to jumpstart his career again for the 8th fucking time?
Yeah, no, I'm going to go with Dolph Ziggler. You know what? Because when I was at my lowest of depression, I looked myself in the mirror and be like, dude, I'm pretty fucking depressed. I'm like, but at least I'm not Dolph Ziggler.
There you go.
You know, shit could be tough. You could be Dolph. If you're feeling depressed, just look. This is gonna be a horrible joke, and I feel bad for saying it, but I'm gonna go through with it. If you're feeling depressed, just look yourself in the mirror and say, at least you're not Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler should win it, but it'll probably be Matt Hardy, and fucking I hope it's not Corbin. Jesus.
Well, Corbin's already won one. I don't think they're gonna have repeat winners.
Well, didn't Ziggler win one too?
You know,
I don't know.
No. There was Cesaro. He won the first.
Oh, Cesaro. Yeah. I get all the white talented wrestlers confused.
Yeah, Big Show. I think Big Show won one. Oh no, he didn't. Corbin and then Mojo Rawley last year. Yeah. All right, next, this is in the WrestleMania kickoff match. This is for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship Tournament Finals. Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali.
I'm just sad that this is the pre-show. Booms, you've heard about my WrestleMania wish. I want 205 to be awesome, and the fact that this is it. think Alexander has to win, even though Ali, the way they booked him in the story, really made me, like I was like, oh fuck this guy. And then as the tournament and the story went on, I was rooting for him. But Alexander beat my Tampa's own Roderick Strong. So Alexander has to win. Because you know what? What was the point of the greatest goddamn wrestler ever, Roderick Strong? By the way, I think I've already said like 9 wrestlers this podcast is the greatest wrestler ever. You know what? That's not fair. The greatest human being to walk planet Earth, Roderick Strong. That's fair. That's more fair thing.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
It lost, so Cedric Alexander has to win. My money's on Alexander. Go.
I'm going to go with Mustafa Ali. I'm going to be honest, I really haven't watched pretty much any WWE in like months, but I do keep up with it. I do read it. I do read the results. I read what other people say. I check out their tweets and YouTube page, WWE's that is. I think Mustafa Ali's game has been pretty good, especially his promo game. In ring, he's been pretty good. He's been getting a pretty decent response. So I'm going to go with the feel-good story. I'm going with Mustafa Ali.
All right. Let me go through some live comments between matches. Zach Rose says, I've lost all faith in Dolph Ziggler. Everyone has. Kevin Buchanan says, Ziggler will always be a jobber, that all he's going to amount to nothing special. I know. Zach Rose says, I'm hoping Cedric gets the win. And Charlie Chalawa Lopez says, Alexander wins, no doubt. And what do you think of Sean's new haircut? Yeah, I saw it. The back doesn't bother me. It's the top, man. Booms, I know I'm getting old. I'm a little probably too old to be talking to my best friend on fucking YouTube about pro wrestling, but I don't want to believe the critics that say that.
Exactly.
But my biggest fear is going bald because like I got lots of scars from fucking, so I don't want to go bald, but yeah, I don't know.
You're not going to go bald.
Yeah, I hope not, dude. I'll have to.
Dude, if you were to go bald, you would start showing. You definitely would have started showing by now.
Yeah, so I don't want to go bald. That's my fear.
One thing I want to think about, like, who's Dolph Ziggler reminds me of?
What's that? Who?
I'm gonna make this comparison. He reminds me like Archie Manning in the NFL.
All right, go on.
Archie Manning, for those of you, and this is like I think I want to say back in the 70s. Or I think 60s, I think. Great player for Ole Miss, won the Heisman Trophy. He goes to the NFL draft, got picked up by the New Orleans Saints, and this is back when the Saints were completely just god awful. They were called the Aints. I mean, they were just awful, and his career just suffered because he was a great quarterback, picked up by a lousy franchise.
They didn't have the winning tradition like my beloved Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
who weren't even in existence then.
Well, we've been winning from day one. That's how I remember it. Go on.
Okay.
Sorry, God.
Sorry, but that's what Ziggler reminds me of. Ziggler was like a good prospect. Got a lot of charisma. He just got picked up by a lousy franchise, and I don't think he's had as good a career as he's capable of having. I don't know what it is. It's not that he's not athletic. It's not that he's not charismatic. It's not that he doesn't know what he's doing. It's just he's completely sandbagged by the WWE.
Yeah, it's really shitty.
All right, back on track. We got to get back on track.
I just let me read his last quick questions, and we're getting on topic. He should have just shaved it all off. Talking about HBK's hair, he should have gone lower. I can't believe that this is getting the most comments. Like, hey, let's talk about HBK's hair. Baron Corbin should also shave his hair off. Have you guys done your ROH predictions? No, we might do a show on that. We're just slowly getting back into this.
Yeah, we may have.
Why don't we just talk about the main event? Because Bullet Club's exploding. I love Kenny Omega. There, I said it. Booms?
I'm Team Kenny all the way. It just depends on I want to see where they go with it. So that's. But I cannot, in my heart of hearts, pick Cody. I've got to go with Kenny.
I love the Rhodes family, but I'm still gonna go with Kenny. But here's the thing: how fucking amazing has Bullet Club booking been this year? You have no idea what's going to happen in the greatest way possible. So, Bullet Club and whoever's booking Bullet Club or helping, give yourself a Barry Horowitz for making, because it always looks like, oh, well, I guess in the end they fucked it up, and they never do. It's pretty good. They might fuck it up one day, but right now it's amazing. So go on.
All right, next we're going to get to the Raw Women's Championship match. We have Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. Looking at this on paper, Dave, you think that Alexa Bliss does not have a chance. She's literally the smallest competitor in WWE, 5 Feet of Fury, taking on Nia Jax, the cousin of The Rock. Jax has pretty much had her number this entire time. But it's because of that's why I think Alexa Bliss is going to win. I think the bad guy is going to find a way to weasel out of this. Is going to find a way to take a shortcut and get a desperation, 1, 2, 3 retainer championship and just keep that momentum going.
I agree with you, but I'm going to play devil's advocate for time issues. I think it's a squash match. I think she just boom, she finally catches it 1, 2, 3, kind of like Daniel Bryan and Sheamus.
Okay.
And the reason I think that, because I agree with you, but then I put a little more spin on it, I think it's a time issue. They have like 800 matches, and granted they have 7 hours, but they have to fucking put on the orchestra and the fucking, I don't know, a Justin Bieber concert in between. So I think it's one of those, she runs around the ring, gets caught, or gets a big boot, and they just brag about how quick it was.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
All right. Next,
I would just every now and then let's check in with live comments.
All right.
Bullet Club hasn't been this amazing since the Devitt days. I agree with that. Go on, Booms. That was the only live comment.
All right. Next, we got a tag team championship match here, and this is a little drama here. We've got The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro versus Braun Strowman and a partner of his choosing. Now, the question is, who is this partner going to be? Is it
CM Punk?
Yeah. Some people speculating it might be James Ellsworth. There's some people talking about maybe a jobber like Heath Slater. There's all kinds of questions going around. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here. I tell you what, Dave, you go first on this one. Who do you think the partner is going to be, and do you think they can win?
I think they are going to win. I think it's going to be. There's a part of me that thinks it's going to be a big return. Like, oh my God, I can't believe blah, 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 blah has returned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But.
Well, when you think about it, Drew McIntyre, Big Cass, Samoa Joe, they've all been cleared, reportedly been cleared, so it could be any of them.
I hope it's Samoa Joe, just because I love Samoa Joe more than a straight man should. But with that said, I think they're going to try to do the Facebook It's Women's movement. I think Alexa Bliss was his tag team partner. Am I correct about that?
Yeah,
in the Facebook thing?
Yeah,
I think Alexa Bliss gets squashed early on in the event, and she comes back later, and she's the first woman to win a tag team with him. That's my thing.
That would be a hell. I could picture that is that, it's like, oh, who isn't? And Strowman's like, I'll take you on by myself. My partner's coming. My partner will be here any minute now. And they start wrestling. And then when it looks like Strowman maybe look like he's maybe got it in hand or needs like a shortcut, out comes Alexa Bliss. She runs out with no music, low blows somebody behind the back. Strowman, boom, just like plants somebody, makes the tag to Bliss. Bliss goes to the top, twisted Bliss off the top. 1, 2, 3. Strowman, Bliss, tag team champions.
That's not the way I see it, but I agree with the results. I could be wrong, but Samoa Joe would be nice. A return would be nice, but I just think they have to promote that. Who won that Facebook thing, by the way?
I think it was Asuka and Miz. I've never watched one fucking episode of that.
I always said I will later. I was like, I'll get to it later, and it never happened. Maybe I'll watch it.
Nah.
Dude, there's just not enough time in the world.
Yeah.
There's just not enough time in the world.
Let me ask you this. Do you think this is Sheamus' last WrestleMania? Because there's reports that he's having a lot of neck issues right now.
Yeah, they've been saying that for a while. Maybe. And if that
was the whole point, was just to kind of get him through WrestleMania to tip his cap?
Maybe. I don't know, to be honest. I don't have the inside information, but but from what I've read, it just looks like he's on his way out because of injuries. So yeah. But the bar was entertaining. It gave Cesaro something, which Cesaro is awesome. I think we can all agree. And it put life back into Sheamus. Because Sheamus went down for a while. Not down injury-wise, but just down, I guess, value in wrestling fans' eyes. But I thought it brought his stock back up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to some live comments if there is any. And then we'll go. I hope Neville is Braun's partner. That'd be a nice little return. Only Charlie says only the way Roman and Brock end the show is if Roman turns heel. If not, New Orleans will flip out. The booze would be insane. But they've done that before. They'll just turn the music up. B and Boom has been doing this for a long time. John Cena in Detroit. WWE is not giving a fuck about people booing because they'll just turn up the fan noise. They'll just be like, yeah, whatever, dude. Fans leaving, booing, whatever. We'll just blare fucking 900 billion speakers of Judd's. I mean, if Roman Reigns wins as a theme, if Roman Reigns wins as a face to end the show, they might as well just blast John Cena's music. They might as well just blast. Robobobo says, I honestly think he'll turn heel. He could do the red arrow off Braun Strowman. True. All right. So there you go. We'll go back to live comments. Keep them coming. We're trying to rebuild. It's a rebuilding year. Boom, boom. We got a couple draft picks coming in. It's a rebuilding year. It's like the Tampa Bay Bucks. We're going to rebuild. Yeah. Well, we used to not suck. We used to be 8-8. Now we're like 1-16. That doesn't even make sense. We're 0-16. Moving on. Booms. Next match.
Next match here, let's see. It's a fatal four-way for the United States Championship. You have Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal versus Rusev. Some drama surrounding this one, Dave. That Rusev was added to this match because he reportedly said he was unhappy with WWE, asked for his release. They obviously didn't want to release him, so they basically like, oh, okay, well, here. And they put him in the fatal four-way match, made it a fatal four-way, put him in the U.S. Championship match.
Yeah, and not only that, but the fact that Rusev didn't have a match just shows you everything Vince McMahon, WWE, and WWE defenders are full of shit. Just get over. I fucking hate that. Like, I wish when I was FCW and NXT, I always been like, dude, no, fuck off, dude. Just fuck off. It's just not true. It is not true. I'm glad Rusev's in a match. And can we all say fuck off Jinder Mahal? Can this fucking be Jinder Mahal's last fucking day on Earth? Can we just ship him to fucking Mars like fucking, that movie with the Mars guy? Fuck Jinder Mahal. I mean, because I don't like Randy Orton, but at least I know fans like Randy Orton. But I think Jinder Mahal's mother doesn't like Jinder Mahal. Bobby Roode or Rusev. I like Bobby Roode a lot. I think there's my pick. I'm going to say Rusev. I just think Rusev should be rewarded for being fucking awesome. And it's Rusev Day.
Exactly. I mean, come on. It's WrestleMania. It also coincides with Rusev Day. It has to happen. I mean, come on. The stars have aligned. I mean, you got to put Rusev. Come on. That's my pick. Rusev wins the Intercontinental Championship on Rusev Day.
Well, not on that, but like he's a big muscle-bound guy that Vince McMahon masturbates to, and he's got the Daniel Bryan light feel to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Rusev. And fuck Jinder Mahal. And sorry, Bobby Roode, I love you.
All right. Next, we've got a three-way for the Intercontinental Championship. You have The Miz versus Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor.
Finn Balor. Just because it's Prince Devitt and, I don't know. All three wrestlers are going to be awesome. I think this is the sleeper match. Not even sleeper match. I just think it's going to be awesome. I'm going to say Finn Balor because WrestleMania, here's the thing, folks. WrestleMania should be the feel-good show of the year. And I just think fucking Finn Balor deserves it. He's over. So I'm going Finn Balor. But all three. You know what? This is a triple threat where all three men are awesome. And that doesn't happen very often at WrestleMania.
No,
I mean, there is no Jinder Mahal in this match. So, what's your pick? Finn Balor or Finn Balor?
No, I got to go with Seth Rollins because I just think WWE, this is WWE. I think they've got more confidence in Seth Rollins to carry that championship than they do Finn Balor. And I think you could use this as maybe some kind of thing to catapult Finn Balor to do like a heel turn, gets together with the Good Brothers, and then they actually kind of do somewhat of a Bullet Club thing because of this.
Hold on. Not so fast, my fellow friend. Can you Ricochet Finn Balor main event on 205? Woo! Be the greatest day of my life. Let's see some live comments. Paul Heyman turns on Brock Lesnar before it happens. That's from Charlie. I think The Miz will win from Zach. Mr. Cruz says, do you think we see the Demon at WrestleMania? I think you have to.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do you think they should turn Finn Balor heel? I don't know if they could turn him heel. I mean, we're gonna love him no matter what. I mean, I don't want to see another fucking Kevin Owens. You know, what I mean by Kevin Owens is he'll do anything for heel heat that it just gets ridiculous, and we're like, we still love you, you chubby bastard. You know, I can't see Finn Balor doing that. Charlie says, what's your thoughts on Alexa Bliss getting herself disqualified? Nia Jax tears her up. Carmella cashes in. Oh, that's a possibility. I mean,
there's always that possibility.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Did you hear that X-Pac did a shit in Sable? Okay, this is sorry, I'm just
did a shit?
This is from Did you hear that X-Pac did a shit in Sable's lunchbox? How would you react if someone did that to you? I don't know. It depends. It depends on my age. It depends on a lot of factors in it. You know, I don't know. I guess it just depends on my age and the situation. You know, I don't know. I don't know how I'd react. I don't know. It's just lunchbox, but I don't know. How would you react, Booms? I don't know how I'd react. Booms like, I'm shitting in your lunchbox to find out.
Yeah, I'll do that. You know, because
like I'm sure I'd be pissed, but like because like in high school we used to shit in each other's helmets, and that's horrible.
Oh,
so I'd
God.
probably be way more pissed. Or if you shit in my bag. Like, if you shit in my bag, I'd probably be more pissed because that was kind of a famous thing because then that's your clothes and shit. But a lunch, you're just like, oh, you shit in my lunchbox. Fuck you. I'm going to get revenge. I think out of all the places you can shit in a prank, your lunchbox, unless you're in a desert or something, is probably the least offensive place to shit. You know what I mean? I mean, if you shit in the lunchbox and then you like mix it in so I have to eat shit, then I'd probably be extra angry. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I'd react. I mean, I would definitely be angry if it depends where you shit. Like if you shit in my bed, or if you shit, in my house, or if you shit in my bag. But a lunchbox, you're just like,
Coco, are you really breaking this down?
I'm sorry. Go on, Booms. How would you react?
You're just breaking this shit down. It's like you got fucking pie charts and graphs, and like you got mathematical formulas on a fucking dry erase board. Well, if you shit right here, this is a little 2 steps above shitting here. But if you divide it by the shit here, I'm like, what the fuck? Are we seriously?
First off, we're losing viewers by the thousands, and second off, hey, dude, I answer the questions honestly.
Yeah, you do. No, here's what Dave Koco would have done if somebody was shitting in his lunchbox. Oh, bother. Somebody shit in my lunchbox. Now I got to go buy food from the cafeteria.
Yeah, access to food matters, I was never that big, Zach says, I was never that big on Face Devitt, though he was as cool, but nothing special, but Bullet Club Devitt was amazing. I agree. That's a fight if you shit my lunch. Zach Rowe. He's throwing down. He's throwing down instantly. I guess know what it is? It's access to food. Like, if you shit my lunchbox, of course I'm getting revenge and shit in your lunchbox. This is like a new tradition. But like, if we're like, you shit my lunchbox and I have no access to food, I think the anger level. So accessibility to food matters. Booms.
Okay.
Let's go to the next match before we fucking have a 40-minute fucking conversation on shitting in lunchboxes.
Please. And thank you whoever put in that question. I do appreciate that.
And the second thing is, dude, I wish we were famous enough to people to animate that fucking conversation. I'd just like to see the animation of that conversation. Come on, Booms.
All right, next we got the SmackDown Tag Team Championships on the line. We got a 3-way match here. We got the Usos versus the Bludgeon Brothers versus the New Day.
All right, I'm so confused. I'm going to Wikipedia. I don't know. This is close. The Usos never been to fucking WrestleMania? How crazy is that? That's insane. I don't know. I think the Usos should have their moment, but I also think the New Day should. The Bludgeon Brothers, yeah, they're awesome, but they're still young and they can come back. You know what I mean? But I think like the New Day busted their ass getting a gimmick over in the Usos. But Bludgeon, I don't know. I'm gonna go. I really like the New Day in this, but I'm gonna go Usos.
You're going to go Usos?
I'm going Usos.
I'm going to go out of left field. I'm going to go with the Bludgeon Brothers. I like Rowan and Harper. I mean, trust me, Usos, New Day had a great feud going all through last year, going into this year. But I think it's time to inject some new blood into this. Make the, it's just basically gives something fresh.
Yeah.
So
well, the thing I like about this, though, I think this is one of the few matches, or not one of, but one. No, I don't want to say that. This is a good WrestleMania, I believe, on paper. I think it's hard to predict. I think this one's hard to predict. Go on.
But I'm going to go with the Bludgeon Brothers.
All right, I'm going with the Usos. Poor New Day. But I think the New Day would be respectable winning.
New Day's fine. New Day's fine. Yeah. I mean, they're over. They're super awesome. So they're fine. That's another thing. That's why they can lose, because they're still awesome.
Zach Rose says, "Oh wait, we already read that, but I'm reading it again. Fuck it. That's a fight if you shit on my lunch." Bernalis, welcome back, Bernalis. I probably mispronounced that. Bludgeon Brothers need the belts. Charlie Chala Lopez says Bludgeon Brothers versus Authors of Pain sounds pretty cool. I agree. That's a big man brawlers.
That does sound great.
Yeah, that's like 1980s beating the of LOD shit right there. All right. Booms. Right. What's next?
Next, we have the SmackDown Women's Championship match: Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. Now, Dave Koco, is your pick Asuka or is it Asuka?
First off, I love Asuka a lot. We know this.
Yes.
And I'm going to pick Asuka. Mm-hmm. But with that said, on paper, I think this is a dream match. I've been wanting this match. I wanted this match when Charlotte is on her own, and I loved Asuka even when she went by a different name. So I'm going Asuka because you have to. Like, my theory is she goes undefeated for the rest of her life. That's my theory. Go on, Booms. Asuka. But I love Charlotte Flair so much. I think Charlotte Flair is the Kurt Angle of women's wrestling. And I mean that in a compliment. Booms, your thoughts?
I mean, it's her time. I mean, she's a wrecking ball right now. And I think if they're going to have her lose, I think they're going to wait a whole another year and have her versus Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, that's a money match.
Because that's what I've been hearing. I think that's just a fucking amazing idea. So I'll give props to WWE at least for that idea. You give Rousey, a year to get good. You have Asuka just go like a wrecking ball through the. She's going to give the SmackDown's locker room the NXT treatment, and I think this is where it starts. I mean, what more can you do? I mean, if you have her lose here, then I think you've just fucked everything.
Yeah. Well, Bernalis says there's a spoiler. I'm not going to read the spoiler, but I'm going to tell him where the spoiler comes from. Bernalis says an arena that is hosting a house show already spoiled it. House shows have fucked up before, and champions have changed, so I don't know. And then go ahead.
Or that may just have done intentional not to spoil the outcome of the match.
Yeah, because I mean, house shows get shit wrong all the time in advertising. But
I mean, they've advertised people that aren't even on the they're on the injured list. They've advertised them, so that happens.
Says X-Pac said someone pranked Mark Henry and he ate a shit sandwich. See, that's uncalled for. That's not cool.
Okay, that's
once the shit gets in your mouth, that's just too far.
Okay, you just crossed the line. That's the ass whooping territory.
Yeah, I agree 159%. Charlie Lopez says she did slap Rousey's hand, so the seeds there have been planted. I agree. So I don't know. It should be interesting. It should be an interesting match. I think, in my humble opinion, I don't know. I'm going to say this because I could be wrong, but I feel it in my heart. This is the biggest women's match ever.
All right.
You know what? I could be wrong. I could be convinced otherwise. I feel like a meme of a dude standing behind a table, which I don't understand the meme because I don't keep up with current events. But I feel like I'm the dude behind the thing. Be like, biggest women's match of all time. Prove me wrong. And you could. I don't know. I'm not. It's just what I feel in my heart right now. Like, Booms, I've been wrong before.
Yes, you have.
All right, next match. Or wait, with live comments. Let's see. Oh, there's another one. A shit sandwich. That's fucked. All right, moving on. You know what? I think we've lost complete control of the internet infantry. There's only like 5 of us. Go ahead, Booms.
All right, next we got tag team action. We have Daniel Bryan, who were cleared to wrestle back for the first time in like what 4 or 5 years since 2014. 2014, 2015. Back teaming up with Shane McMahon to take on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I got to give this one to the bad guys. I just think there's something shifty going on here. I think McMahon's going to turn on Daniel Bryan. Owens and Zayn need to win the match, and plus, I think you can build up something better. This will give Daniel Bryan a fresh storyline. For me, just him being back is awesome enough, but now giving him a purpose that he's back is, I think that's the story going to be going forward. So, giving it to the bad guys, Owens and Zayn.
Not so fast, my fellow friend. I actually agree with you, except I think Daniel Bryan turns on Shane McMahon.
Why do you say that?
Because I think Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn won't be official heels, but they'll be like the cool bad guys. And then Daniel Bryan can cut promos with them behind. All 3 of them cut promos, but they can cut promos how like he was held down, he passed the test, you can't hold us down anymore. You can see how it goes. And then like they would be heel characters, but we love them so much. Because like the longest time we've loved Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and we love Daniel Bryan. And I don't know, because like he is the ultimate good guy. Fuck you, John Cena. So I don't know. It would be like kind of the indie version of the NWO at the highest level. But I think Daniel Bryan turns on Shane McMahon, and I don't think they go heel. They just go cool, if that makes sense. Did you go heel? No, we just went awesome. So there you go. But I don't know. But also Daniel Bryan doing the yes, yes, yes chant back at WrestleMania and Shane McMahon pointing up. That's like something Vince probably masturbates to at night. So I'm going Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, but I think Daniel Bryan is... You know?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, but we're both going to go Zayn Owens?
Yeah, but with different things.
Oh, okay.
Bernala says over under Daniel Bryan watches the AJ Styles Nakamura match on the monitor backstage. Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
And then Zach Rose says, does it piss you off when people say that Daniel Bryan has no charisma? Yeah, because the thing is, it's just stupid. Know what it is? A lot of people... know what it is? It's really passionate pro wrestling fans making fun of WWE fans, so they just say it sucks. It's kind of like Death Note fans. Death Note has always been the same. It's always been the same manga. But when Death Note took off and people were like, it's awesome, then people were like, oh no, it's not that fucking good. But nothing changed in Death Note. It's just that its popularity and its opinion. I think WWE fanboys get tired of indie fans making fun of them and they're too lazy to check it out. So when they become WWE guys, they're like, oh, he's not that fucking good. And he just repeats the things Vince says.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I can't stand that with people. It's like when something gets popular, there's always that one fucking asshole. And they don't do it out of genuine criticism. You know, it doesn't matter. I mean, it could be movies, it could be music, television, any kind of personality. It's like if they start to get popular, it's like, oh man, this is pretty, like, well, they're not that great. You know, I'm like, dude, are you disagreeing because you actually have a gripe? You know, you actually have some constructive criticism, or are you doing it just to fucking go against the fucking grain?
well, here's the thing. And like, we sometimes go against the grain, but we straight up say, like, I don't think this is a popular opinion. I'm the only one. But like, yeah, exactly. But a lot of people, they just won't do that. They'll just be like, oh, no, I fucking hate it, blah, blah, blah. Like, here's an unpopular opinion. I don't like Jim Ross that much. I don't like The Undertaker that much. But to be like, Undertaker and Jim Ross sucks, it would be stupid. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, it's an unpopular opinion. And
I've got unpopular opinions. Here's my unpopular opinions. I didn't think Iron Fist was that bad.
I didn't see it.
I have never seen one episode of Game of Thrones or Walking Dead.
I saw Walking Dead, and I thought it was by season 4. I'm like, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Like, you know what it is? You could be like, I think that's it. It's unpopular opinions, but people feel like they have to be loud and pound their chest and maybe get some attention.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, here's another unpopular opinion. I think Dragon Ball Z was completely overrated.
I don't know much anything about Dragon Ball Z, and the fact that I live in Japan might get me kicked out.
Yes, yes, it will. No, turn in your passport. Turn in your passport.
Yeah.
You coming back? You coming back to the U.S. now?
Fuck passport, baby. Permanent residence. They're like, yeah, I don't care about your permanent residence. They're like, you're fucking out. You don't know nothing about Dragon Ball Z. I'm like,
You're
sorry.
done.
Yeah. It's just that's not. I don't think that's a popular opinion. I think that's like borderline insane living in Japan and not knowing about Dragon Ball Z. I think that's against the rules. It's against the law. Boom's live comments. Then next match.
Yeah,
I agree with you on JR and Undertaker. See, I also don't get why people think John Cena has good promos. I don't. I mean, sometimes he's passionate, but he still sucks in my opinion. But you know what? I'm fair game enough to say that I had to sit through John Cena, Batista, and Randy Orton for all those years that I don't know if I could ever like them. I do like Dave Batista when he's not wrestling. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. Fuck yeah.
As soon as he steps, like I will support Dave Batista in everything he does until he steps in that ring. I'm like, go fuck yourself, Dave.
That's why.
Go
That's why
fuck yourself.
You know, it's like why we support these guys in other things. It's like maybe they'll be like The Rock and just go do that full time and stay out of a wrestling ring. Not saying The Rock is bad. I'm just saying.
Yeah, dude, I'll support John Cena in cock blockers.
Oh yeah.
I fucking know. I'm buying a ticket, dude. That motherfucker, dude, don't come back, please. I'll support you. And Randy Orton, for the love of fucking Christ, you can go too. And the thing is, I don't think younger fans know how painful it was to go from the Attitude Era, to go from 3 companies competing, to John Cena, Randy Orton, and Dave Batista every single day of your fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it was the most painful thing I had to ever do in life.
We sounded like grizzled war veterans. It's like, well, it's not so bad. You don't know. You weren't there.
Here's the thing. I served in the Marine Corps in infantry, and I got some horrible stories about that to share. I've been homeless plenty of time, but on my deathbed, I'll be like, I had to watch Randy Orton, John Cena, and Dave Batista on Monday night for fucking 10 years. No, it's still the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Ever. And divorce, lost everything. Still, John Cena, Dave Batista, Randy Orton, the worst fucking thing that's ever happened in my life. Where were we, Booms?
Hard times. We got to go next tag team match here. We got another special tag team match. Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
I just think with the
I hope this is quick. I hope it's quick. I hope it's quick.
See, I don't think it's gonna be quick because of Triple H and Stephanie. But I think Ronda Rousey wins. I mean, they have to, right? It would be so silly for Ronda Rousey not to win. Yeah, unless...
Plus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon have a history of doing the JOB at WrestleMania, and Stephanie McMahon will probably take some kind of insane bump.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. Just for the shits and giggles. Ronda Rousey is... an awesome person. I don't give a fuck what people say. I know people fucking heel on her a lot, and that's ridiculous.
That's another thing I found. Okay, let me ask you this, Dave. You're a way bigger MMA fan than I am.
Go ahead.
Ronda Rousey was like the baddest woman on the planet, and then she she lost that match, and it's like people turned on her like fucking.
That's very common in MMA.
I just don't get it. I mean, it's just like
it's a new sport. It's 101. It's a very front runner culture right now, and just because people lose, here's the thing: do you like Charlotte versus Asuka? Do you like women's wrestling? In my humble opinion, fuck you, Stephanie McMahon. None of that happens with Ronda Rousey's success. Ronda Rousey's really the reason. So like all these women talking shit backstage, you're fucking ridiculous. Every single one of you is fucking ridiculous. And all these super wrestling fans, and I hate to pick on fans. I hate to pick on fans, but all these fans that have the opinion of, oh, I hope Stephanie McMahon wins because she did so much for wrestling and Ronda Rousey's a fucking outsider. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. With that said, Ronda Rousey wins. The only way Ronda Rousey doesn't win is if she turns heel and then Stephanie's her mouthpiece. That's it. But Ronda Rousey has to win.
Yeah, I got Angle Rousey. I think it'd be dumb to do anything else. But then again, remember Triple H got that win over Sting at Mania.
Yeah.
That made no goddamn sense whatsoever. Okay, but I'm not bitter.
All right. Zach Rose says, Boom Boom, you're going to have to explain yourself on your opinion of Dragon Ball Z. Booms, 30 seconds or less. Why do you think it sucks balls?
Because it's always the same goddamn thing. Oh, here I am. Oh, here's this really bad guy. Oh shit, he beat the shit out of me. I need to power up. Oh, I need to go learn this ancient technique from this other guy here. Okay, now I've powered up. I beat him. Okay, now here's another guy. He's even powerful than that guy. Now I got to go learn a different technique. And like, with the exception of like maybe like 3 people, everybody fucking sucks. Everybody's obsolete. I mean, it's just like Goku comes in, he squashes the guy. Any of his friends get in a fucking fight, they get their asses kicked regardless. I don't even know why the fuck they're even in the goddamn anime. He's like, Goku's the John Cena of anime. He just comes in, ruins it for fucking everybody.
All right. I don't know who those people are, and I live in Japan, so I don't know what's worse. Someone that hates Dragon Ball Z or someone that lives in Japan and has no idea what's going on.
You know what, Dave Koco? Go sit in the corner and reflect negatively upon yourself.
I will do. Charlie says, Undertaker is like 1,000 years old, and it's enough he can barely walk. I'm over him, Cena, Orton, Kane. I like Matt Hardy, but he's even holding on by a string. Yeah, I agree with all that, but I don't like Matt Hardy, even though I do giggle about the delete thing. But that's not my cup of tea.
Oh, can I say something here? Because I know maybe people think I'm overly critical of WWE, which I am, but can I just say I'm actually proud of WWE for one thing? And that one thing is they're not really going back and milking the part-timers and quote-unquote legends. You don't have, I mean, yeah, you've got Brock Lesnar, but at least he's the champion. And then, you know, Triple H, but he's always there. So, and Kurt Angle's always there. So you're not having like some part-timer or some guy who's not wrestled in over a year coming back and taking up somebody else's spot.
All right.
We've had that years past. I will say that. That's a compliment.
This is completely off topic. Fuck you, YouTube. Would they literally, like, you can't make money anymore because you curse. But they're like, hey, would you like to, if I could take a tour of Tokyo YouTube Tower? Yes, I would. I'd also like the vegan diet. I'm going to hell for that last joke. Moving on. Fucking YouTube. Just get your shit together, YouTube. Really, it's fucking embarrassing now. I don't even need your stupid fucking money. Actually, I do, but moving on.
Next year.
No. Live comments, brother.
All right.
It makes my blood boil when I hear people praise Stephanie for women's wrestling. I agree with that 100%. Charlie says, Rousey's going to be amazing in WWE. People need to chill. She's the next big thing in wrestling. She's going to be the reason women get to fight men again. I agree. Zach Rowe is smiling. Fair enough. I don't like how they made Goku the super scene of Dragon Ball Z either. It's just a special place in my heart because I grew up on it. I'm actually a bigger One Piece fan. I actually met the creators of One Piece. So I like One Piece. I haven't kept up with it, but I think One Piece has a great origin story, but then it just goes on forever, and I don't know if it's good when it goes on forever. But the origin story with the dude with the 3 swords, Zoro, booms. Some people say we get off topic. Next match.
Yeah, by some people we mean you. Next we have the WWE Championship match. In my opinion, get ready for a match of the year candidate. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I know it's not going to be anywhere close to their to where they tied it up at I think it was Wrestle Kingdom 10. I don't think it's going to be quite that level, but I think it's going to be really damn good. These are 2 guys who can go. They've worked well together. This is my opinion, like the perfect main event. So, I think. This is a toss-up, but I'm going to go Nakamura.
I'm saying Nakamura because he's such a huge deal in Japan. Yeah, but I hope it's given time. And of course, people wanted to end this show, but do you not know Roman Reigns fucking has Vince McMahon's lips on his fucking cock holster? So I was supposed to be a blowjob joke, but I was like, how can I edit this without saying fucking Vince McMahon sucks his dick? And I totally dropped the ball on that. I really dropped the ball on that, Booms. Like I was like, ha ha ha, I get it. How can I say that Vince McMahon sucks Roman Reigns' dick and still be YouTube friendly? I couldn't do it.
We just can't.
Nakamura wins, but I'm hoping
Let me ask you
it's
this: is this match going to suffer from Star Wars syndrome? And what Star Wars syndrome, you may ask? It's where the hype, the anticipation is so great that what you actually put out can't, overcome those expectations.
Possibility, but also I think it's. I was in Tokyo Dome with my daughter, and my daughter's a huge Nakamura fan, and we saw it live. And that was really, really a special match. So not only is it the hype, but it's also they've done it before. So, you know what I mean? So it's like a double. It's like the hype of a sequel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, The Last Jedi fucking kicked ass. Bring it. I love The Last Jedi.
Ooh,
I love everything about The Last Jedi. Fuck off. Matter of fact, I'm going to say something even crazier. You think you're going to get heat for Dragon Ball Z? Second best Star Wars movie ever.
Wow. Behind Rogue One?
Exactly, motherfucker.
I know you all too well. And I know why. I know exactly why you like those movies.
Because there's a story and a plot, and fucking the heroes have to actually do something.
No, because they end on fucking downers. They're goddamn depressing, and that's what you wallow in. That's what you sleep with at night. That's what you pull over you like a blanket. It's fucking self-loathing, depression, and misery. You're just like, oh my God, yes. You keep me warm at night.
And if you want to read more of that, buy Operation Freak Show.
Fuck.
Anyway, yeah, Nakamura. All right, let's just talk about Roman Reigns beating Brock Lesnar.
By the way, can I make a point here? Okay, I want you to realize this will officially be the 4th consecutive WrestleMania that Roman Reigns has main evented. You have to go all the way back to 2014 at WrestleMania 30 to not see him in the main event. But ever since 31 in 2015, it was him and Brock Lesnar. This is when Seth Rollins cashed in. The next year, this is where Triple H put him over. The year after that, that's where he defeated the Undertaker in the No Holds Barred match. And now for the 4th year in a row, we have to go. If we all would have been good little sheep and just cheered for Roman Reigns back in 2015 at WrestleMania 31 like we were supposed to, we wouldn't have been put through this fucking misery. But you know us, we got to be assholes. So they're going to shove this down our throats one more time. One more time, this motherfucker has got to be main eventing goddamn WrestleMania, and he still gets his ass booed. But I think they don't care. I think they get off on it. I think Roman Reigns, I think Vince McMahon, they all fucking laugh at us because there's nothing.
I don't think Roman Reigns does. I think Roman Reigns legit is bothered by it. I think Vince McMahon finds it to be hilarious. I honestly, because Roman Reigns has come from, like, he's not like a piece of shit like John Cena. Roman Reigns comes from fucking like a traditional family. So it probably eats him alive that, people fucking hate him. But Vince McMahon's like, get it? I suck his dick and I disappoint millions of people. I'm the worst Vince McMahon impersonator ever. All right, Roman Reigns wins. To the live comments, and then we're going to wrap this up because hopefully I got a date. It's getting too late. You know what would suck if I miss my date because I'm talking wrestling with Boom Boom. Sadly, it's happened before. All right, Boom's live comments. Is your daughter still a Nakamura fan? Without a doubt. She's the only wrestler she cares about. Charlie says, all right, guys, have a great day. Got to go watch UFC 223 weigh-ins. Catch you guys later. Appreciate it, Charlie. Like, comment, subscribe, and come back. Jack Rose says Rogue One is my favorite Star Wars film. Thank you. I'm glad because it's the fucking greatest goddamn fucking Star Wars.
I'm interested to see how the Han Solo movie plays out.
Yeah, I've heard online that the Han Solo guy can't act, but I'm interested too, to be honest. Yeah, I like Star Wars, and you know what? I don't know. But the thing is, when Star Wars fans complain about Star Wars, I kind of wonder if, because when you go, like, the prequels suck. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's universal. But people that complain about Rogue One, J.J. Abrams Star Wars, and the new one, I love those movies, and I'm kind of like, when I look around on the internet, I'm like, am I really a Star Wars fan? Because I actually enjoy it. You know what I mean? I don't know. So yeah.
Oh, okay. 2 questions. One, who's your pick for the main event? I'm pretty sure it's Roman Reigns because, we all know that it sounds like Lesnar's going back to UFC after this. They may pick up Paul Heyman, may pick up Ronda Rousey as the client, or go away altogether. So I tell you what, 1, do you think who do you think Paul Heyman's going away, or he's picking up Ronda Rousey or somebody else as a client? And 2, do you think this Undertaker Cena match is going to happen?
Yeah, Undertaker Cena is definitely going to happen, and I think Cena wins. He comes back as a badass American guy. And as far as Paul Heyman, if they let him go, they're fucking stupid. They're just the dumbest fucking company ever. They're premiering it at Kennes. I'm interested to see how it goes down. I don't know what that means. I think he's talking about Perez. All right. All right, Booms. Let's talk CM Punk returning, and then we're gonna wrap this bad boy up.
He's going to appear at. He's going to take on Mike Jackson at UFC 225. That's on June 9th. Well, I'm hopefully he'll do better than what he did last time. He's been training on. What has it been like? What, 2 years since his last match?
I think so. The fight, yeah. CM Punk is headed back to the Octagon at UFC 225 to fight Mike Jackson. Young Bucks? I don't think there's a Mike Jackson in Young Bucks. If there isn't, he's the third Young Buck. What are the Young Bucks' names? I know I should know this considering I love them so much. But
Matt and Nick.
All right, well, Mike is the third Young Buck. Mike is the third Young Buck. He's gonna fight one of the Young Bucks. So fucking how are wrestling fans not gonna like this? I'll be rooting for CM Punk, but it's gonna be tough. So, all right. I don't know. There's not much to talk about. I'll be rooting for CM Punk. I don't understand the hate for CM Punk. I don't understand, like, he follows James. Like, because the thing is, from MMA fans, I don't understand it. Because MMA was built on this. Pride, UFC. I think a lot of MMA fans don't actually remember the origins of MMA. So, I'll be rooting for CM Punk. Guys following his dreams. I won't be betting on him, but I'll be rooting for him.
I just think it's because he's known as a professional wrestler, and they're like, oh, here's this fake guy trying to do real fights. You know, I think it's just that kind of superiority complex.
All right, Booms, I love you, and I'm going to do some live comments, and there's not many, and then we're going to wrap this bad boy up. So get ready for your Plugfest 207, unless there's something you want to say before Plugfest 207.
No, go for it.
All right, live comment, Zach Rowe. Oh, that makes sense. They're premiering the Han Solo film at Kennedy's Film Festival. Okay.
Cans, by the way.
Oh, yeah. So fuck you, Johnny Tampa. By the way, any new viewers in the last 10 minutes have no idea what that means, but it makes me giggle, and that's all that matters in life. Make yourself giggle. That sounds like a fucking pro-masturbation fucking ad. I don't know why I'd be giggling by masturbating, but moving on. Booms, I'm punch drunk. I'm tired. And, yeah, hopefully Han Solo doesn't suck. Enjoy WrestleMania. Switching jobs, so I'm hoping to focus on KocoSports.net and this channel and rebuilds, because fuck you, YouTube. We're still gonna make videos even though you don't pay us. Booms, please promote some stuff so that we fucking didn't talk about wrestling for 8 hours for fucking nothing. Go, Booms.
Well, first of all, you can check us out, our channel at KocoSports. I did a review of New Japan Sakura Genesis. We're going to watch a shit ton of wrestling, so you're going to get my thoughts on that. I'm going to try to at least catch the Ring of Honor show outside of WWE stuff. I would like to check out maybe, God, what was it? Maybe even the Impact Lucha Underground show, just to kind of see what the hype around that's all about. But I don't know if I can catch a good stream of that. In the meantime, you can check us out at KocoSports.com, KocoSports.com. It's your home for combat sports, where the world goes to kick ass, and most importantly, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. Be sure to buy Dave Koco's book, Operation Freak Show. It's a book about vigilante justice. You can buy that at Amazon.com. It's available in paperback and actually quite cheap. I think it's like not even $15. So worth grabbing there, worth grabbing a read. If you're going to go, hey, summer's around the corner. If you're looking for a book to read while you're coming out to the beach, there you go. There's something right there, and you can support us. Well, mainly him at the same time. And
Boom's like, you're not getting any of it. Ha ha ha. But man, Booms, now that I'm going to take writing seriously and nerd seriously, maybe we can fucking write that horror book that we've been talking about for 800 years.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure me and Boom's like, we should write a horror book. And dude, I mapped it all out and everything was completely fresh. And it was like, oh God, we agreed on it. And like, as soon as I lost it, dude, I don't have the map. So we have to redo everything. We named all the characters. We narrowed it down to a side. Like, we did all the work for this novel. And then I think I left it at my ex-wife's place during the divorce. So I don't think we're getting that back.
Bum.
Boom. So we can redo it and it'll be exactly the same because that's how novels work, right?
Exactly.
Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to give you the empty promise of we're not going to suck. I just hope we don't suck, man. Oh, I'm going to check live comments and then booms. We're out. All right. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I'm doing the PB dance. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Hey. Ba-dum-bum-bum-ba-na-na-na. Hey. Oh, you got a cool cat. There you go. I'm stopping.